No longer welcome at home, Story. You're no longer allowed back home. We've changed the locks and given the house to your sister. Those words hit me like a punch to the gut. For 18 months, I'd been paying $72,000 toward a mortgage, only to be kicked out by my own parents, who handed the house to my perfect sister. When I realized what they'd done, I stopped the payments. The game was over. Here's how it unfolded. I'm Lauren, a 30-year-old regional manager at a distribution company. The job's dull but pays decently, not life-changing, just stable. I lived with my parents for a while. I know how that sounds, but it worked at the time. My boyfriend, Noah, is a dental assistant. We've been together for about a year and a half. My parents aren't his biggest fans, but I brushed it off. My sister, Olivia, is 27, married to Tyler, and the apple of my parents' eyes. They're the golden duo, incapable of doing wrong. Me, I'm the fallback, the one they call when something needs fixing. It all went down on a Tuesday. I was at my desk, slogging through inventory reports when my phone buzzed. A text from Dad, "You're not welcome here anymore. Locks are changed. Your stuff's in the garage." I stared at it for 3 minutes, rereading it 10 times, thinking I'd misunderstood. I hadn't. I called him immediately. He answered on the first ring like he'd been waiting. "Dad, what's going on?" I asked, stunned. "Lauren, it's time you sorted out your own life. You're 30. My mind blanked. "What did I do?" I pressed. "Your mom and I talked. Olivia needs the space more." "Of course, Olivia. Can we at least talk in person?" I pleaded. "There's nothing to discuss. We've decided." Then Mom got on the line, her voice icy. "Lauren, your sister's starting a family. She needs stability. You've got time to figure things out." "Mom, I live there. Where am I supposed to go?" I asked. "That's for you to figure out. Olivia and Tyler need the house." Tyler, her husband, was someone I'd barely met before their wedding. "This is insane. You can't just kick me out without warning." "We can, and we are," she said. "Your stuff's in the garage. Don't make this harder than it needs to be." She hung up. I sat in my office, reeling, feeling like I'd been hit by a truck. My assistant manager, Connor, asked if I was okay. I mumbled that I had to leave early and drove straight to the house I'd called home since college. I parked across the street, staring. Tyler's obnoxious lifted Ford with glaring LED lights sat in the driveway, alongside Olivia's car. Through the living room window, I saw them moving around like they owned the place. My key didn't work. The mailbox once labeled Hayes Family, now read Olivia and Tyler Cooper. My bedroom window had new curtains. My life was erased. Tyler opened the door. "Hey, your dad said you might stop by. Your stuff's in the garage." Side doors open. He said it so casually, like this was normal. "What's going on, Tyler?" I asked. "Look, I don't want drama. Your parents gave us the house. We're grateful, but this is between you and them." "Gave you the house." "They can't give away the house I live in," I snapped. "They own it. They can do what they want," he said, shutting the door in my face. In the garage, my belongings were stuffed into boxes and trash bags, tossed carelessly like garbage, my laptop, clothes, tools, books, all jumbled. It took 3 trips to load everything into my car. I kept thinking this was a mistake, some bizarre misunderstanding. It wasn't. That night, I checked into a Holiday Inn, sitting on the bed, trying to process it all. I opened my banking app to check my accounts, ensuring nothing else was amiss. That's when I saw it. $3,000 auto payments to the mortgage company every month for 18 months, $72,000 total. A year and a half ago, Dad had called, panicked, saying they were behind on payments and might lose the house. They asked me to help refinance since my credit was solid. I signed the papers, secured a better rate, and set up auto pay to cover it, thinking it was temporary. Dad promised he'd take over soon. I forgot about it, and it became background noise. But I'd paid $72,000 for a house I was now locked out of. I stared at the payment history until 3 a.m. Noah called, worried sick. I told him everything. "I told you they were using you," he said quietly. "I know," I replied. "What's your next move?" he asked. I didn't have a full plan, but I saw the auto pay button on my screen. One click could end it. I didn't press it yet, something told me to wait. I stayed in that hotel for days, calling in sick to work, unable to focus. Noah brought takeout Wednesday night, furious at my family. "I've been saying something's off with them," he said. He was right. Their snide comments about me living at home, Dad's jabs about my real career, had always been there. I'd ignored them because they were family. "What's your plan?" he asked. "I need to talk to Ryan." Ryan, my college roommate, is now a real estate lawyer. I called him Thursday. "I need legal help," I said, explaining the texts, the locks, Olivia and Tyler moving in, and the mortgage. "Wait, the mortgage is in your name?" he asked. "Yeah, I refinanced it for them." A long pause. "Lauren, that means you legally own the house. If your name's on the mortgage and deed, it's yours." My brain froze. "But they've lived there for 30 years. "Doesn't matter. Whoever's on the deed owns it. Find the paperwork." Friday, I met Ryan at his downtown office, spreading out every document, bank statements, mortgage papers, everything. After an hour, he said, "You're the primary borrower. Your parents are co-borrowers, but you're legally responsible. You've paid $72,000 over 18 months. They can't just give the house to your sister. They don't have the authority to transfer property with a mortgage in your name." Then he found something on his laptop. "Lauren, your parents listed the house for sale 2 weeks ago." He showed me the listing. My childhood home, priced at $250,000, with photos of my old bedroom turned into a nursery. That night, I scrolled through Olivia's Instagram. For months, she'd posted renovation photos, new kitchen cabinets, fresh paint, new bathroom flooring, all funded by my payments. Tyler's Facebook boasted, "Finally achieved my dream of homeownership. No more renting. Hard work pays off." He thought he earned the house I was paying for. Friends congratulated them, clueless. Noah came over Saturday, livid. "They're selling it without telling you while you're paying the mortgage?" "Yep," I said. Ryan advised documenting everything, payments, texts, social media posts. I spent the weekend compiling bank statements, screenshots of Olivia and Tyler's posts, and Dad's text. My Aunt Diane revealed my parents paid for Olivia's lavish wedding venue, claiming they were short. I'd given them $6,000 for it. Olivia's wedding post thanked our parents, with no mention of me. Ryan called Sunday. The realtor, Vanessa Cho, told a potential buyer the house is nearly paid off. "That's a lie. Your parents committed fraud by not disclosing the mortgage." I stared at the auto-pay button. The next $3,000 was due in 2 days. The house was still listed, with showings scheduled. Ryan texted, "Don't cancel the payment yet. Let's see what they do." But I was done waiting. Monday, I canceled the auto-pay. I started apartment hunting, signing a lease for a 1-bedroom across town by Wednesday. Noah helped unpack my boxes from the garage. Some stuff was broken, but I didn't care. "How's it feel?" he asked. "Weird." "Good, but weird." That night, we ordered pizza, ate on the floor, no furniture yet. It felt more like home than the house ever had. Friday, we went to a fancy restaurant I'd always wanted to try. I spent $200 and didn't flinch. No calls from my family. By Saturday, Tyler posted a photo of himself grilling in his backyard with my grill, captioned, "Saturday vibes at the new place." I screenshot it for Ryan's folder. Olivia posted about nursery paint colors, and no one questioned how they afforded a house. The second week, my family started calling. Mom left sweet voicemails, Dad sent angry texts. Olivia asked if I'd heard from them. I ignored them. By the third week, they were frantic. Mom called 3 times Monday, Dad twice Tuesday with a tense voicemail. "Lauren, this is getting ridiculous. Call me back." Wednesday, Mom's voice cracked. "Lauren, honey, we need to talk about the house. It's urgent." There it was, the house. I sent Ryan the voicemails. "They noticed," he said. "Don't respond yet." Thursday, Vanessa Cho called. "I'm working with your parents on 847 Maple Street. There's an issue with the closing process regarding the mortgage. Please call me back." Her tone hid frustration. Ryan said, "The buyers found the mortgage during the title search. The sale's falling apart. Let them sweat." Friday, my phone exploded. 4 calls from Mom, 3 from Dad, 2 from Olivia. Her voicemail. "What the hell's going on?" "The bank's calling about missed payments. Do you know anything?" I picked up her next call. "You tell me," I said. "You live there." "The bank says we're behind, but Mom and Dad said it was paid off," she cried. "Funny how paperwork works," I replied. "Is the mortgage in your name?" she asked. I stopped paying for a house I don't live in. Remember, you changed the locks." She hung up. Dad called, then Mom, both leaving voicemails about the mortgage company mix-up. I texted Dad, "Not playing games. You told me to figure it out, so you figure it out." Noah brought coffee Saturday. "How many calls yesterday?" Lost count at 20, I said. Olivia texted Sunday night, begging to talk, saying mom and dad were stressed and the realtor was hounding them. I turned off my phone. Noah asked, "You okay?" "Never better," I said. Ryan texted my work phone. "They're in panic mode, ready for the next step." I was. Mom texted Saturday for coffee. Ryan said, "Go, see what they try." I met them at a diner, arriving early, sipping coffee. They were 8 minutes late. Dad looked exhausted, Mom like she'd been crying. Olivia showed up too, visibly pregnant, glowing manipulatively. No one spoke at first. Dad started. "There's been a mix-up with the house finances." I sipped my coffee, letting him talk. "We didn't know you were paying the mortgage for 18 months. You didn't notice $72,000, I asked. Mom chimed in, "We thought your dad was handling it." Olivia said, "We thought it was paid off. They said it was a gift." "You can't gift what you don't own," I said. "That's theft." Olivia snapped, "We put our savings into that house, new kitchen, floors, everything." "Show me the deed with your name," I said. She got loud, drawing stairs. "We're having a baby, we need this house." "Congrats on the baby," I said calmly. "Hope you budgeted for rent." Dad clenched his jaw. "Are you tearing this family apart over money?" "No, you did that when you texted me to leave and change the locks." Mom whispered, "We raised you better. You raised me to pay my way." "That's what I'm doing." Olivia cried, "What do you want?" "Nothing," I said. "I'm done." I dropped the bomb. "The bank started foreclosure. You've got 3 to 5 months until the auction. Start looking for an apartment." Olivia screamed, "You're making us homeless." "No, you did that by moving into a house no one owned." Tyler called her phone, audible on speaker. "Babe, did she agree to help?" Mom tried guilt. "We're your family." "Family doesn't change locks," I said. "You chose the house over me, now nobody gets it." Olivia spat, "I'll never forgive you." "Same," I said, leaving $20 for my coffee and walking out. My hands shook, but I kept going. From the car, I saw Olivia's meltdown, Dad's defeat, Mom on the phone. I texted Noah, "It's done." "They know." He replied, "How you feeling?" "Pretty good." I drove to my apartment, my name on the lease, my rules. Relatives called, but I sent screenshots of bank statements, Dad's text, and the house listing. Most stopped asking questions. Olivia's vague Facebook posts about betrayal didn't mention me, but I had receipts. A week later, Olivia showed up at my apartment, screaming until security removed her. Noah filed an incident report. Dad offered to buy the house. I quoted the full value. He couldn't afford it. Mom sent old family photos, all over a decade old. Noah said, "They've been erasing you for years." I blocked their numbers. Ryan called. "Auction set for 2 weeks, Friday, 10 a.m. I went with Noah. The courthouse steps were busy with investors. Vanessa Cho apologized, saying she wouldn't have taken the listing if she'd known. My family arrived in Tyler's tacky truck, looking wrecked. Olivia, 8 months pregnant, tried approaching, but Mom stopped her. Tyler glared, I waved. Noah laughed, "You're awful." The auctioneer started at 10 a.m. 847 Maple Street, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,800 square feet. Bidding starts at $200,000. It sold for $240,000 in 15 minutes. Olivia collapsed on a bench, Tyler yelled at the auctioneer, Mom and Dad stood defeated. Dad approached. "Are you happy?" "Not unhappy," I said. "Your sister's 8 months pregnant and homeless." "She's had months to plan," I replied. Olivia screamed, "I hate you." I said, "Teach your daughter not to steal what's not hers." Noah and I left as she yelled, "You're dead to me," Ryan texted. "After fees, I'd get $42,000. "It's not about the money," I told Noah. "It's about freedom," he said. That weekend, we house hunted, finding a 3-bedroom with a fenced yard. "Guest room and maybe a kid's room someday," Noah said. "Yeah, but let's get married first," I replied. "This a proposal?" "A preview," he grinned. We submitted an offer, both names on the deed, equal ownership. Thank you for watching my story. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe and press the bell icon. Stay tuned for more real-life stories, get more experiences.